Welcome to our 2022 Pioneer BH170. Starting right in the back bumper here, just kind of reach in, pull that cap out of there. Inside of the back bumper, you're going to find your sewer hose. So as you pull that out, just take note of those two ears right there. That's how we'll be hooking it up to your sewer system. The hose itself, once fully extended, is about 20 feet long. Just keeping it stored in the bumper back here just to help keep any sort of stench out of the unit and keep things a little bit fresher. And that cap just presses back into place. In this corner, as well as in each corner of the trailer, you're going to find these stabilizer jacks here. So what they do is they just run down, contact the ground, give it another turn or so just to firm it up, and that'll just get rid of any sort of bounce or sway that you see you got in the unit right now, just to keep things firm while you're out camping. Kind of step forward and we've got your sewer system here. So that cap, you're going to kind of press on it, turn it and pull it out. You can see it's got the same ears that your sewer hose had, so just attach that the same way, press it in, give it the turn, clicks in, and there you have it. On the right, you get a black valve here, so that black valve is controlling your black tank. Black tank is filled from your toilet. So when you're dumping your tanks, you're going to want to dump that first. Once that's done, you can then come to the valve in the front. That valve is going to be controlling your gray tank. So your gray tank is going to be filled from your sinks as well as your showers. So typically cleaner water, we'll dump that last to help keep that hose as clean as possible. Kind of right up from there, we've got your power port here. So as you pop that on open, you're going to see that little notch down in the bottom corner there. It's going to line up with this notch here. You're just going to press it in. Give it a little eighth turn, that'll lock it into place, and you get the threaded collar in the back there to really lock it down. Following the cord back, you're going to find a standard 30 amp end. Most campsites are going to have that. You can plug straight on in, and you're good to go. We'd also provide you with a 15 amp adapter, so if you're looking to plug in at home to a standard outlet to charge your batteries or run your fridge, you've got the power to do so. This right here is just a service port for your fridge, nothing back there for you to worry about. Another step forward, and we've got your hot water tank here. It's just that keyway, you're going to line that up, and you can pop it on open. All your controls for turning this guy on are just inside of the unit. Before we ever turn it on though, we just want to hit this relief valve right there. Make sure that shot of water comes out. That bit of water coming out is just letting you know that tank is full. It's safe to fire it up and you're not going to burn anything out by doing so. Once we get inside and do fire it up on propane, I will go over a reset procedure, and the button that I'll refer to is just right here. Once we're done, we're just going to line that keyway back up, lock it back down. Another step forward, and we've got the exhaust for your furnace. So if you're ever running a furnace, you just want to make sure it's not blocked off. It does get hot. Right up top here, this is your port for your fresh water connection. So you just take your water hose and stick it into there, turn on the water, and that fills up your freshwater tank. You know that tank is full once it starts spitting water out of that vent there. Down below it is your city water connection, so just the same water hose, plug into there, turn on the water, and that fills up your freshwater tank. And then down below we've got your drains down here. So this one long one there is going to be for your freshwater tank. You can open that up, drains out your freshwater tank. The two behind it, you do have a hot and a cold line there, so those are just your low point drains for the water system. So the purpose of that would be if you're leaving the trailer for a while, you don't want your water going stale or stagnant, you can just open them up, drain all that water out. Or if you're getting ready to winterize the unit, you just want to open them up, get all the water out before pumping antifreeze through. One end of your storage compartment here, so inside of here you're going to find your water hose as well as that park adapter I was telling you about. So your 30 amp cord into there, 15 to a standard outlet. Does see straight through to the other side. Around front of the unit, you got this box right here, so that box is housing your batteries. As long as you're plugged in through that short cord in the back or your 7-pin to your tow vehicle, that battery is charging for you. Your propane tank is right underneath this cover here, so if you wanted to remove the cover, you just get 4 snaps in the back, you undo those and slide it right up. Otherwise, you're just going to kind of reach in the back following that hose in, and you can kind of reach up to that barbecue or that valve up there, and you're just going to turn it to open it up. It's just your standard barbecue style tank. Just turning that valve until it's open. Manual tongue jack in front, so one way's up, the other way's down. Other end of your storage compartments here. So inside of here, you're just going to find this little jack, so that's just for running all of your stabilizers. It is just a standard 3/4 inch end. And another couple of steps back, and we got a GFI protected outlet out here, so if you're looking to have power outside, you do have it. And then kind of this rear compartment, a rear kitchen, whatever you want to use it for. So you do have the 110 volt fridge in here. So as long as you're plugged in, this fridge is going for you. And just kind of the open storage on the side there. Around back of the unit, we've just got your spare tire back here. And then right on the left side, we've got a cable and satellite inlet. It's just a coax cable, plug into there, fire up at your TV location. So now we'll make our way inside of the unit. It's got your door here. It is on a gas strut, so it'll only ever open 90 degrees. You're gonna grab that step, pull it straight out, flip that last step over, and we can come up inside. So first things first, once you get in here, is your fire extinguishers right on the left. So that's standard. Pull the pin, point, and shoot. Up on the front wall, right in the middle here, you got your light switches. The one on the right there does your awning light outside. The one on the left does your interior lights. Your awning switch is straight up from there, so you're just going to press and hold extend, and that awning will make its way out. So once that awning is fully extended, you're going to see a little black flap come down as well as the black of the metal tube. Once you see that, you're going to want to stop. If you were to continue extending, it can actually wind itself up backwards, in which case the fabric would be underneath our tube, allowing it to then hold water, accelerating the growth of mold and mildew. Well, can't quite make it all the way out there today, but we're far enough to be able to show you. So if it were to start raining, it's of course going to be holding some water. So what you're going to do is grab either arm, front or rear. You're going to pull down on it. Then you can see that changes the pitch of the awning out at the head, allowing water to then run off. If you like that angle better because it does give you more shade, you can do the same thing with the arm up front. Before you bring it back in though, you just want to make sure those arms are back straight and fully extended, just so that we're not running the risk of bending anything. Then we'll press and hold retract, and that awning will make its way back in. And the last thing to keep in mind if you're awning is once you get up to about 15-20 kilometers an hour wind, it does catch it all, so you just want to make sure it comes back in. Again, just so you're not running the risk of bending your arms. There we go. So straight down from that, you got a power outlet, as well as a USB outlet. A little bit of closet storage here. So inside of that blue binder, you're going to find all of your keys, all of your owner's manuals, anything like that, you'll find right in there. This couch here, of course, set up is just a couch. Then you can pull down the center one, and you get your couple of cup holders there. Once you're ready for bed, you're going to pick up the base, folds on down, then you got the travel latches on either side of your bed here. You're going to pull those in towards the center, drops on down, and there's your bed. You do get the light in the back corner there, just in its own center switch. Once you're done, you're just picking it back up, getting those latches back into place. Bring the couch back up, and there you go. Over on this side here, you got an emergency exit, so you're pulling that red tab to get rid of the screen, taking this handle here, throwing it outside, and hopping on out. Blinds throughout the unit are just on a tension system, so they just sit wherever you leave them. And then behind me, you've got your microwave here. Sorry, actually behind me, we've got your power outlet as well as a cable and satellite outlet. So actually, that's an antenna outlet, sorry. That button in the back there turns it on. You get that little green light just to confirm that it is in fact on. TV backer in the wall here. And then your microwave, so pretty standard, just like home. Not much I'm teaching you there. Down below that we get your stove. So you're just going to turn that over to high, hit it with a lighter, and she fires right up. Now the first time you go to use your propane system, especially if you've been away from the unit for a while, it will take a minute to fire up just because it's got to clear all the air to the propane lines. That is perfectly normal. Storage down below there. And we just got your furnace down here as well. So once we fire that up, I will show you that down in the bottom left corner you can physically see once it's lit up. Again, I'll show you that once it's lit. Some storage up top here. And also you got a roof vent here. So this is what's also going to be known as your stove vent really. So you just kind of turn on that knob to open it up. And if you are using that stove, it is of course propane, so it is putting off fumes. So you just want to make sure this fan here is turned on, evacuating those fumes. Above your sink, you do get a little light there. So again, center switch, hot and cold water, of course, the mobile head. Bit of storage down below that. Just being mindful of our drains and our water lines. Don't want to be breaking any of that. If you're looking to winterize the unit yourself, once it comes time, 2 screws right there will give you access to the back of your water pump, or sorry, your water tank, so that you can just, bypass all that. And then your fridge here, so as we open up the freezer up top, you're going to find your controls across the top there as well. So this one on the left there, if you have that flush, that's it going to be running, that's it turned on, right? The button on the right there, if you've got that flush, is going to be running on auto. Auto is first going to look for AC power. If AC power is taken away, it'll automatically flip over to gas. If you're out boondocking and you want it running solely on gas, you're going to have that button come out over flush and it'll fire up just on propane. If you were to get that little check light there, it's just letting you know it hasn't fired up, so at that point just off and back on to reset it. So that was your freezer up top, fridge down below. Temp selection is just in the back corner there. As the sticker says, down is warmer, up is colder. Down below that we got your converter. So just going to press it top and center and she pops on open. You get all of your breakers down the middle here. Whenever a breaker breaks, it's going to sit in the center, so just turn it off and then back on to reset it. Then on the right side we get all of your fuses. Whenever a fuse pops, you'll get a little red LED right beside it letting you know exactly which one went. This little black box right beside it is your LP detector as well as your carbon monoxide detector. So basically propane's heavier than air, it sits on the floor. This guy detects it and starts going off just like a smoke detector would. So we got your 2 bunk spaces here. So each one does have a little light in the back wall there, as well as a little USB outlet on the other side of the switch. Identical down below, same light in the back corner there. And then you just get your doghouse storage down below. Smoke detector here. Storage across the top of your dinette. Then your thermostat right here is going to be the control for your furnace. So with that slider all the way over to the left, that's it turned off. With it all the way over to the right, that's max heat. So now I'll be able to show you once that guy fires up, you'll see that little blue glow down in the bottom corner. One thing to keep in mind with this furnace is that it is just dumping all of its air outside right there. So if you're looking to move the air towards the back of the unit, you're going to want to get yourself a fan just to help guide that air. So you can see that little glow down there now, you know that's good. So anywhere between off and max heat is of course going to be your temp selection. Turn it off, you're going to go all the way over to the left until it clicks, and that's it turned off. For your table here, you're just going to kind of wiggle it up. You can get it up out of the legs, then you're going to pop the legs out of their bases as well. Just lay them down. Notice you've got the little ledge on either side of your dinette there. Your table will sit down onto those. You'll take the back cushions to then fill in the table and create another bed. Now we'll go into the bathroom here. So your switch is up on the wall. The one on the right does your fan. The one on the left does your light. The roof vent is the exact same as the one in the front. You're just going to turn that knob to open it up, and then you got your switch to turn it on. Up on the wall here, we've got your monitor panel. So in the top right corner there, we've got your water pump switch. We turn that on, turns on your water pump, drawing out of your fresh tank to pressurize your lines. In the center, we've got your gas water heater. So that's turning it on with propane. And then on the bottom is going to be electricity. Turns it on with electricity. Once you turn that switch on, you get that little red light there letting you know the ignition sequence will start. Once the sequence has started, that light will go out. It'll try that 3 times. If after the 3rd try it hasn't fired up, this light will come on, it'll stay on. And at that point, you'll be going and using that reset button that we'd shown you. So stood right here, you can hear the click of the igniter and the whir of the flame. We know that tank is good. Top left corner here, we've got your battery, so you can see where we're currently at. So you can see we're currently 12.3, so we're good. Fresh. As that fills up, you go to a third, 2/3 and full, and then your black and your gray, same thing as well. GFR protected outlet around the corner here, so test on the bottom, reset up top. So if you ever have outlets that don't work, it's the first thing you should check. And then a little bit of storage down below here as well. And then we just got your toilets here, so if you lift that up, you just got your flushers just on the right side here. And then into your shower, you just got the standard head and hose, hot and cold water of course, with a little tub down below. I believe that is about it for this little unit. If you've got any other questions on it, please feel free to give us a call, 204-237-7272.